Welcome, everyone, to another explainer. Okay, let's dive right into this, because today we are unpacking something incredibly raw. We're looking at the true anatomy of a struggle rap by deconstructing the intense, very real emotion behind Marathi hip-hop. The stakes here? Well, they aren't just about crafting a catchy melody or making music for pure entertainment. No, they are literally about sheer survival. We're going to look at the exact words, the metaphors, and the profound pain that these artists channel into their art just to navigate a world that is constantly trying to pull them down.
Right off the bat, the artist makes this massive declaration. Circumstances make everyone cry, but we must have the strength to endure. This single line perfectly encapsulates the raw emotional depth and societal commentary that anchors the entire track. It's not just a throwaway lyric, it's their entire thesis. The artists are openly acknowledging a universal truth, that life is inherently tough and circumstances absolutely will break you down, but they immediately pivot to this absolute necessity of resilience.
Section 1. Fragile Dreams and Paper Planes.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how we first have to understand the environment they're trying to escape. The artists use this recurring, super powerful motif of a paper plane. It's a metaphor for fragile dreams, escapism, and a childhood innocence that's been completely lost to the harsh realities of depression and a broken system. Think about a paper plane for a second. It flies for this fleeting, beautiful moment, weightless and totally free, right? But then it inevitably loses momentum and just crashes down. It so brilliantly contrasts the bright, hopeful innocence of youth with the heavy, depressed reality these artists navigate every single day.
Section 2. The reality of the grind. Moving from the fragility of those youthful dreams, we hit solid, totally unforgiving ground. The focus shifts heavily to the bread of hard work, or the bread of poverty. The rapper highlights this immense dignity in eating bread that's earned through actual blood, sweat, and tears. It isn't just about surviving for yourself. It's about this dedicated, relentless, daily grind aimed specifically at serving your parents. They work day and night, fully embracing the heavy wake of poverty because there is a deep, honorable duty there. There's no asking for handouts. They are earning every single crumb through sheer willpower.
And that mindset is captured so perfectly when the artist states, "Sacrificing comfort, I have chosen the path of hard work." They view life as an actual battlefield. They completely refuse to beg or rely on charity. Instead, they strive tirelessly, openly declaring this vow to bring heaven to earth for their mother. I mean, it's a breathtaking commitment to familial duty over personal comfort, isn't it? They are more than willing to just stand on that battlefield, taking hit after hit solely to ensure their family sees a better life.
Section 3. Fake Friends and Selfish Bonds.
But this battlefield isn't just economic. It's deeply interpersonal. I want you to think about your own experiences with fair-weather friends for a moment. On the streets, that kind of emotional betrayal carries a truly dangerous toll. On one side, we have your homies, your close friends. On the other, your enemies. The lyrics brilliantly blur the lines between these two camps, showing that they can become completely indistinguishable when selfishness takes over. The pain of a so-called friend turning on you for personal gain is just devastating because it stems from a place of real trust.
And this creates a ruthless, predictable cycle of betrayal. Let's walk through it. Number 1, people show up looking purely for personal gain. Number 2, they act incredibly sweet when they need something from you. And number 3, they forget you entirely once the work is done. The artist is pointing out this grim observation that human nature in this kind of environment is fundamentally flawed by ego and conditional loyalty. It's like every relationship is just transactional.
Section 4. Addiction and a depressed generation.
Now, this constant betrayal, mixed with the crushing weight of poverty, takes a severe toll on youth mental health. The track gives us this chilling checklist of modern escapism. Midnight cigarettes, red eyes from intoxication, slurring words, laughing all alone. The song uses these exact descriptors to paint a really vivid, disturbing picture. The lyrics are explicitly telling us that this generation is depressed, showing how modern youth are masking deep, unresolved trauma. They are literally numbing themselves with vices just to get through the night.
But here is where it gets really interesting. Rather than glorifying the street life or the substance use, the artist completely flips the script. They turn directly to the listener with a warning. Addiction is a very bad thing. Don't fall into its trap. They're basically asking, how can I explain this to you when I myself have fallen into it? It's this moment of profound vulnerability and genuine care for their community, explicitly warning us against using vices as a coping mechanism.
Section 5. Grief, Loss, and Unhealed Scars.
We are now arriving at the emotional climax of the track. It's a look into profound personal tragedy. The artist simply says, "My tiger is gone." I want to just let that heavy, isolated phrase sit with you for a second. In the context of this community, this symbolizes the devastating loss of a fiercely loyal brother or friend. A tiger implies someone remarkably strong, protective, and vital to survival on the streets. And suddenly, that protector is just gone.
And then the artist hits us with this absolutely devastating observation. I've seen a father at his child's funeral. Witnessing a parent bury their child, it goes entirely against the natural order of life. It's the cruelest experience imaginable. The artist forces us to look directly at this profound, irreversible trauma and unhealable wound that exists right there in their community.
Section 6. The Power of Marathi Hip-Hop.
And this brilliantly illustrates how, through all that darkness, music emerges as the ultimate tool of resilience. It is quite literally the artist's lifeline. The microphone is their only true companion. Music is the muse, and hip-hop is the chosen path. Constantly push forward despite the very real fear of death. Despite the depression, the bitter betrayal, and the unimaginable loss, the artist finds purpose and survival entirely through the art of rap.
But it's bigger than just them. This art is tied to an immense cultural identity. They declare their mission is keeping their native tongue, Marathi, alive until the very end. There is a fierce regional pride here. The artist shows this uncompromising dedication to pushing Marathi hip-hop forward no matter what obstacles are in the way. It's not just about venting their own personal pain anymore, it's about elevating their language and cementing their culture.
So, as we wrap up our explainer of this incredible, emotionally charged track, I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. What are you willing to endure to build your legacy? This song is an absolute masterclass in transforming pure personal agony, poverty, and grief into a powerful legacy of art. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I really hope diving into this helped you grasp the profound depths of this source material. Keep learning, keep pushing forward through your own circumstances, and I'll catch you in the next one.